What's up everyone? Hunter here, back with another video. I was told that I need more dog content, so here they are for the day. The rest of the video, we're gonna go over where I came from and where I'm at now, kind of how I got my start in fitness and lifting, and how I got to my current physique and strength status. So stay tuned. I've also got a challenge from last week's video that I need to complete and some other stuff for you guys to look out for. So please comment, like, and subscribe, and enjoy the video. All right, 2:28.2 for the morning. That's pretty typical lately. I'm waking up right around that 2:30 mark. This is the current physique. Puppy? This is what the current physique is looking like. We're not super shredded or anything, just mainly working on strength, but abs are still there. See if we can get a decent back shot. I definitely like my legs the most, as they're the most defined. All right, we're gonna go get a workout in now. I'll kind of show you what the lift is looking like today. I kind of have one lift that I'm a little nervous about because I'm trying to hit some big numbers. But throughout the lift, I'm gonna talk about kind of where my strength started, why I started lifting, and that sort of thing. And then once we get home from the gym, I'll update on some pictures from when I started. I technically started lifting in 2015, but I didn't start taking it seriously until 2016. So I have some progress pictures from that first year or first 6 months or so. And then we can kind of talk about how exactly I went about gaining the weight I did and gaining the strength that I did. So stay tuned. I'll also be doing the smoothie challenge here at the end of the video. Some of you might be wondering, what is the smoothie challenge that he's talking about? Well, in the middle of my last video, I challenged all of my viewers to comment a smoothie recipe. I'm gonna be doing this every week from now on, so comment below, but it's 5 ingredients that have to be able to be blended and fit into a standard blender bottle. So the only comment I got was from my lovely fiance, so thank you, Marin, for watching the video more than once, but her comment was string cheese, Captain Crunch, and Sour Patch. So later today, I'm going to blend the 3 of those into a smoothie that'll fit in here and drink it for your viewing pleasure. But for now, since I'm going to the gym and I don't want to get gut rot, I'm going to make my standard pre-workout, which just contains a scoop of this naked creatine that I got off Amazon and a scoop of, so I'm gonna say that this is VLI Fit Spartacus. I don't know if that's actually how you say that brand name, but as far as I know, they're out of Omaha. Bought this off of Rexis Nutrition, their new West Dodge location out in Elkhorn. But yeah, so this is the peach ring flavor. I've been really enjoying it. I'm just about out and we'll need to buy another tub soon, but we're gonna slam this and then head to the gym and get a good leg day in. All right, so where did I get started in fitness and weightlifting? Well, when I was in high school, I ran cross country and track. So I graduated high school at 6'4", 170 pounds. When I went to college, I was working in a bike shop and they suggested that I start racing bicycles. So I started doing that. And after the first semester of college, I had lost 5 pounds. So I was 6'4", 165 pounds. During that first semester, one of my great friends, John Flegel, brought me to the gym and he had me do a chest workout with him. And the following day, I was so sore that I couldn't shoot a basketball from the 3-point line to the hoop. So I said, screw this, like weightlifting is dumb. I do not like it. During the spring semester of my freshman year, I took an introductory weightlifting course with the one and only Jennifer Yee in the exercise science department at Creighton University. and it was awesome. I loved the class, and the one notable part of the class is we were having a lecture on body types, and there are basically 3 body types that you can have. You can be an endomorph, an ectomorph, or a mesomorph. So an endomorph is someone that puts on weight really easily, typically just a larger person. A mesomorph is someone that puts on muscle really easily and well. And then an ectomorph is someone who's just very skinny, finds it very hard to put on weight. Just general sense, that's what those 3 are. And Jen used me as an example in that class and said, Hunter is an ectomorph. He's never going to be able to put on weight. And I didn't really take it offensively, but right there, I started lifting a little bit and started gaining weight. And I was like, I'm going to prove Jen wrong. I was still racing bikes at that point in time. So I was doing training during the summer that was more bike specific, but I did weightlift and I had some numbers. So I maxed out my squat at 255 pounds. I maxed out my bench at 140 pounds, and I maxed out my deadlift at 285 pounds. So this was the summer of 2015, and I was still racing bicycles. Fast forward to January of 2016, I was kind of going through some stuff in my life, and I decided I wanted to change how I was physically, and I decided I wanted to be as fit as a Navy SEAL. So I started off just doing different body weight exercises, and slowly that progressed. I'm gonna do this workout here at the gym, and then when I get home, I'll show you the progress pictures from that. But from there on, I just started focusing on building to be as big as I could, and then I started slowly shifting my focus to strength, which is where I'm at now. So strength is my primary focus at the moment, and whatever aesthetics come along with it are just a bonus, I guess. But so yeah, that's kind of how I got my start and how I got here. When I go through the progress pictures, I'll kind of tell you about supplements and diet that got me to where I am now. But for now, enjoy the next workout. I'm not going to film the dynamic warm-up because that's the same as the one from last week, but I do have some heavy box squat doubles coming up that I'm a little nervous for. So hopefully we hit the numbers we're shooting for. All right, we're gonna take a little break in the training to talk about my current PRs. So I competed in a meet in June of 2020, and that was the first one I did. So I was lifting for about 5 years before I've competed. I wish I would have done it sooner, but the results from that meet. So back when I started, my max on squat was 255, I believe I said. At the meet, I squatted 501. My bench press when I started was 140. At the meet, I got all white lights on 342. I got red lighted at 351 for my butt coming off the bench. Training PR, not quite a competition PR. And then deadlift started at 285. PR in the meet was 606. So we've come quite a long ways, but I have some big lofty goals for this meet coming up on May 8th that I'm competing in. right, so as you can see, we're doing some box squat doubles. The goal is 450 for 2, 405 move pretty good. We're doing 425 next, so we'll see how it goes. But I just wanted to take a minute to say, you should really try and push yourself outside of your comfort zone in the gym. Ever since I started, I've squatted low bar. I hated putting the bar on my traps. It just hurt, so I didn't do it. And I've squatted low bar for the past 5 years. In the past 2 months, I've forced myself to do high bar, and I'm honestly a lot stronger that way. So I got myself some Nike Romalio 4s, some Olympic lifting shoes. It's a heeled shoe. I'm gonna do a little review when we get home because I love them, but high bar squat, much stronger than my low bar squat, and I've been training it for a couple months. So push yourself outside of your comfort zone and try something new. The only way, my heart way. All right, we finished the workout. This time it was an hour 43 minutes, 1,100 calories burned on the Apple Watch. So pretty good day. Hit the 455. Tom had only programmed 450 for me, but I don't really like using those 2.5 pound plates. So we went for 455. I was honestly like really scared going into the set, thought that I might fail, and that was enough to get me through it. I got really fired up and hit it honestly better than the 425, I thought. So Marin, as I was walking out the door of the gym, suggested that we have Chipotle for lunch. So I'm headed over there to pick that up and meet her at the bar for a little lunch. And then when I get home, I think we will take on that smoothie, and I'll show you guys the progress pics from when I first started lifting and kind of give you the details on how I have progressed in the last 5 years in the gym. All right, we have secured the goods, so we're gonna go up to the bar and eat lunch with Marin. And then I'm going to head out to a guy's house to pick up a bench press. So I currently live in an apartment with Marin and our roommate Lexi, and we don't have space for a garage gym. But I know that at some point I do want a garage gym. So I've been keeping a bunch of equipment at my old house with all of my previous roommates, so they are reaping the benefits of all this equipment. And I've been scouring the internet just about every day, watching Facebook Marketplace for some good deals to come up. And just recently, I have acquired a Lat Pull-Down Machine, and I was thinking about getting this bench press, but wasn't really sure about it. And then I was like, you know, why not? It's very fairly priced. So I'm going to go pick that up after lunch and bring that down to the house, and we will reorganize the gym and give you a little garage tour. I know I've already done one, but we've added some equipment and we're gonna reorganize. So why not do another one? All right, here's the new garage gym tour. So we've got the heater on the treadmill here. Treadmill screen doesn't work, but it does the job. Then we got the erg standing up, lay it down if you wanna use it. We got this new dedicated bench session. We got the mirror for the easy curls and the bench inclines as well. And these bars here can move inside to become a dip station. Then we got the GHD, self-explanatory. And then the squat rack, another bench. You can do leg stuff like hamstring curls and quad extensions. Got plenty of weight, a weight tree, and then the lat pull down / low row here with Benny, Kaya, Jesus the cripple, and Maverick. Okay, so we got the new bench press at the garage gym, gave you a little tour. So now it is time for our smoothie challenge.
I didn't really give any thought into the portions on this smoothie, but I'm going to blend it in this, probably drink it out of this. I'll put the lid on it and it's easier to drink it out of the smaller mouth of the cup. But yeah, so first up, Captain Crunch. I figure I'm just gonna do equal parts. So like a third of it Captain Crunch, then we'll go a third of it Sour Patch Kids, a third, I'll probably do like 4 cheese sticks. I'll just break them in half and put them in there. And then I figure I'm going to blend it with milk, because like you have milk with cereal. This is already dairy. We know what happens when you mix it with sour stuff, but we're gonna do it anyway. So next up is the Sour Patch Kids. I should also mention, so we're looking at probably a cup and a half of cereal. So that's gonna be 300 calories. The Sour Patch Kids, we're looking at, there's 8 servings per container. There's only like 2 servings left in here. So probably about 700 calories of Sour Patch Kids. So that's 1,000 calories. We're going 4 cheese sticks. So that's 240 calories. And then we'll probably have a cup of milk, which is 150, so 1,300-ish calories in this smoothie. Thanks, Marin. All right, so there's all of our dry ingredients. Oh, and I just forgot. Warm smoothies are no fun, so I'm going to put some ice in the top of this and then we'll blend it and see how it tastes. Honestly, I think it's going to be just fine because it's going to be sweet from the Sour Patch. Cereal and milk is just fine. I don't think the cheese is really going to come through at all, so we'll see how it goes. Okay, it blended up, seemed to blend up pretty nicely. I guess when we dump it out here, we'll find out if there's any chunks. I was just a little concerned about the Sour Patch getting blended, but I think that it did all right. So, looks like a pretty good smoothie consistency. And there we go. Fills up the blender bottle perfectly. So we'll top it off here. Wow, there is a lot of sugar in that, but it just tastes like really sweet Captain Crunch. Can't taste the cheese at all. It's actually really good, but there's a lot of sugar in here for sure. So I'm gonna set up the camera a little differently and talk through the progress during my first year of fitness and then kind of how I've gotten to where I am now. And I will be popping some pictures up here and there to kind of show you my progress from the earliest pictures I have are 2016 until now, 2021. Well, you already saw my physique this morning, so it's 2016 to what you saw this morning. Okay, before I get into everything else, I did want to point out the shirt that I'm wearing. So it's the Massonomics Kinda Fit, Kinda Fat shirt. Same logo on the back. And I think it's kind of a funny shirt. I mean, obviously, we've got this bodybuilder guy drinking beer, eating pizza. And honestly, that's been kind of what I've had for the last 5 years, getting to where I am now. Everyone kind of thinks that I have this perfect diet, and I would say 85% of the time I do eat really healthy, really clean. But then every once in a while I just treat myself. Like I like to go out with my friends on the weekend, have a few beers. Last night at work, I had 3 slices of pizza. It was my like virtual Friday, we'll call it. So I was feeling like I could treat myself. So all week I had been eating chicken and rice at work. And so yesterday I had 3 pieces of pizza, some cottage cheese. On the way home, I was still hungry. So I stopped at Raising Cane's and got the Caniac combo, had 6 chicken tenders before bed. So I don't eat perfect all the time, and that's perfectly okay. I'm really happy with where I'm at. And if I did ever feel that I needed to lose some weight, I know what I need to do to get there. So you can indulge, just do it in moderation. And I mean, keep your goals in mind whenever you're eating. So now I'm going to go change into a different shirt so that I can show you a little bit more of the progress that I've made. Okay, so first things first, I have always had kind of a skinny body type throughout my whole life. I mean, all through grade school, high school, I had abs. I mean, I was running constantly. It was just impossible for me to gain weight, even if I wanted to in high school, because of how much exercise I was doing each and every day. So fast forward to college, I got to the point where I decided I wanted to start putting on some weight and getting stronger. And ultimately, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I decided I wanted to get in shape to the point where I could be a Navy SEAL. Like, I didn't necessarily want to be one at that point in time, but I just wanted to say that I was in shape enough to be one. So started off with body weight workouts. Then I started doing more workouts in the gym and started getting stronger, getting bigger. I did start taking progress pictures, so I'm going to put them on the screen. So up here we have January of 2016, which is when I started weightlifting seriously. That's when I started eating more, going to the gym regularly. That was where it all started. So then a month later, I had some pretty decent gains, granted some better lighting maybe, but definitely noticeable gains. Then we had one more month in March, and finally April. And as you can see, those first 4 months, I put on some really good size, didn't really gain a lot of fat. And I think in that semester alone, I gained about 15 to 20 pounds, and it was pretty much all muscle. Wow, that is sugary. So when I came home for the summer that year, a lot of my friends started asking me like, what are you taking? Did you do any steroids? Most of them didn't know what SARMs are, but if they did now, that'd be a question they asked. And the answer was no, I didn't do anything. I supplemented with creatine, which I'm still doing now, and I would supplement with protein powder whenever I didn't get enough protein in my diet, just from what I was naturally eating. But at that point in time, I knew that I just wasn't eating enough to gain weight. So throughout high school, I wasn't gaining weight because I was not eating enough to keep up with all the exercise that I had. So throughout that second semester of sophomore year, I set a 3-plate minimum for myself every time I went to the dining hall. So I would not leave until I had at least 3 full plates, and that's not just like a plate with some green beans on it. It's like a full entree with sides, 3 of them I had to finish, plus multiple glasses of chocolate milk every single meal before I left the dining hall. And that's what it took to start putting weight on. And from then on, I've been eating between 3,000 and 4,000 calories every day for the last 5 years, and that's gotten me to where I am now. So I wanted to change into this shirt so that you guys can see kind of how I fill it out. I don't wear it all that often anymore. It's a Nike dry fit large shirt, and somebody would probably describe it as a schmedium on me. So now here's a picture from December of 2017. I believe I was about 195 pounds in this picture, wearing the same shirt. So you can kind of see the first 6 months, I had a ton of progress. I mean, even that whole first year, 2 years, I put on, about 20 pounds, pretty much of straight muscle. And then ever since then, the last 3 years, I've slowly put on I'm weighing 230 now, so another 35 pounds. So it really just takes consistency, eating a lot. If you find it hard to gain weight, you gotta eat more. If you find that you put on fat weight too easily, you gotta eat less, hit the gym more. It's all just finding that balance of what works for you when it comes to your diet versus your exercise. I mean, even Mav here knows that, because when I got him in June of 2019, he was only 48 pounds. He was pretty skinny. And then we put him on a bulking diet, and now he weighs 58 pounds, and he's quite the thick boy. He always finishes Kaya's food, but he wants to gain, so that's what he's doing. And then Kaya over here, she's put on some weight too. She's also 58 pounds, used to weigh about 52, and they're both really healthy. They just had to start eating more. So that's going to conclude my Natty or Not video here. I am completely natural. I've just been going hard in the gym. I mean, when I was first starting, I was going 6 to 7 days a week, sometimes even twice a day when I was doing legs. No, you do not have to do that to have the progress that I did. I was just naive and doing whatever I thought I had to make my goals in the gym. So now my goals are just to get stronger and continue to be healthy. I'm about 230 right now, but in May I'm competing in the 220 weight class, so I don't want to get much heavier than I am now so that I'll be able to cut back down to that. But I do have some fairly lofty goals for that competition I'll probably share in another video. So for now, I'm going to finish this shake. All right, it's all gone. It's hard to chug thick liquids out of that small hole. Excuse you, Maverick. I'll be doing the challenge again, so comment your shake recipe down in the comments below. If you have any questions about my journey or whatever your fitness goals are, also comment down below. Hit me up in my DMs on Instagram. I'm always willing to help, and I love helping people reach their fitness goals, whether it be diet tips, exercise tips. Still waiting for that 100 subscriber mark to release my next gift to you all. But I appreciate the support so far. It's been nothing but positive, and I love doing this, so I'm going to continue until I don't have fun doing it anymore. Please like the video, comment, subscribe. It helps me get out to a bunch of other people that might be interested in my content. And the more people that I can reach and tell my story to and help out in whatever way I can, the more enjoyable it is for me. Because if I'm just putting out this content for myself, it's not really any fun. So please do all those things, and we'll see you next time.